Welcome to All Things Internet. I am your host, Rachel Ballinger. This is a show where we talk about things we see on the internet that usually have to do with the internet, but we don't fact check or research most things. I am here bright and early on Monday morning with my mother, who is not happy about it.
I'm okay. I just rolled out of bed.
She overslept, but we got to get you guys your podcast, so we are here. And just, with blanket marks on our face and puffy eyes, and that's
Pillow
it.
marks.
Pillow marks. Doesn't matter. It is a beautiful day. It is super windy where I am. Mom, how's the weather there? Have you looked outside?
I just did when you said that. Now you're making me do things, Rachel. My brain.
You just have to say it looks nice or it doesn't look nice. You don't have to tell us the exact degree outside.
It's 55 degrees.
Ooh.
That's cold for us.
Yeah, it is. It's 57 here. Ooh. All right, Mom. Are you awake enough to tell us the holidays of this week?
I am. Rachel, you'll like this.
Okay.
Today is National Pit Bull Awareness Day.
Pit Bull Awareness Day, Blaze! It's Pit Bull Awareness Day! Are you aware that you're a pit bull? Yeah. All right.
It's also National Pumpkin Day.
Pumpkins?
Because your pit bull's your little pumpkin.
Pit bull's my little pumpkin. My little pumpkin face. What else? What else you got for me?
Tuesday. National Black Cat Day. I've never owned a all black cat.
We had an Oreo. But
it had white in it.
Okay, so it has to be strictly black, no other colors.
I don't know. I didn't look it up, of course. So I'm imagining it's just like midnight black cat.
Those are gorgeous.
They are.
Those are really pretty. I love those cats. Yeah, we've always owned like different colors. We've had I feel like every color in the book of cats.
We have. We've got a lot of animals.
God. Too much.
It's also National Navy Day. Thank you, Navy people.
The Navy, not the Navy SEALs. The Navy.
The Navy.
The Navy. They go in the submarines.
Yes, they do.
Okay. Those stress me out.
Oh, I wouldn't be able to do it. I couldn't even ride the submarine ride at Disneyland.
I have never ridden that because I was like, that doesn't seem fun at all. Not even a little bit. I just talked about this with Christopher. For some reason, we got on the topic of submarines. When I talk to Christopher, I never know where the conversation's going to lead.
I love conversations with Christopher.
He is very intelligent and has a very different knowledge base than I do. Mm-hmm. Like, he likes to learn different things. He has different hobbies, interests, whatever. So it's really fun to talk to him because you learn so much about like other parts of the world. But we got on a topic of submarines, and those just stress me out any way, shape, or form. Can't do it.
I agree.
All right. What is Wednesday?
Wednesday's National Chocolate Day. And
I was waiting for you to say something about dark chocolate.
No, I decided I wasn't. We're just going to let it be. And you can choose your own chocolate.
All right. Okay. Thank you.
It's
accepting.
You're right. National First Responders Day.
Oh, thank you, first responders.
Yeah, thank you so much.
You look like a little kid trying to get up for school. Rubbing your eyes with your sleeves.
Okay, I'll do it this way.
Oh, I think it's cute.
Okay.
It looks like a cartoon.
National Immigrants Day.
Oh, good. We are all immigrants except the natives.
That's right. Thursday's International Internet Day.
We like the internet.
We do. We do. The good parts of it.
Yeah, there's lots of bad parts, but the good parts, I'd like to say that I like those. Stop dying, Mom.
My body hasn't woke up yet.
All of the nighttime juices are coming out of her right now.
It's also National Oatmeal Day. Do you like oatmeal?
I eat oatmeal. I don't like it, but it's really good for you, especially if you put like nuts and berries in it and stuff. Like
honey.
I don't put honey in it, but that does sound good.
I know you don't.
I put maple syrup in it.
Yeah, that's good.
That is good. But oatmeal, the only oatmeal I ate growing up was the packets that had the dinosaur eggs in it.
Mm-hmm.
And so you pour out the oatmeal and it had little dinosaur eggs in it. And when you poured the hot water in, or hot milk, whatever you chose, but I always did hot water because I was a kid and I just knew to microwave it. But the little eggs would turn into dinosaurs. And I could eat the dinosaurs. That was the coolest trick to get a kid to eat a bowl of oatmeal.
But
was
you know
those
that
dinosaur
oatmeal
eggs.
is not as healthy as just the oats.
It was full of sugar. It was
But it wasn't
terrible.
as slimy. It wasn't as slimy as real oatmeal.
No, it was good. Because if you add it, you could choose the amount of water so you could make it less or more slimy. It was good.
Oh.
My pit bull is very aware that he needs attention right now. This is usually the morning time is when they get attention. Oh, I'm fun. All right. What else you got?
Friday's very a controversial day.
Oh,
it really is. And I really want to know how you feel about it, Rachel.
okay. So it's not controversial.
Oh, it is.
It's not. This is how you're presenting it.
National Candy Corn Day.
Oh, I like candy corn.
Me too.
It's addicting. Like
It is.
it's not something I eat and I go. Yeah, it's not something you eat and you go, this is delicious.
Good.
It's just something you eat and then you just happen to keep eating it until you realize you've eaten an entire bag.
And that's
Kinda-
usually when you feel sick.
Kind of like Smarties. I've got some Smarties here because
no, Smarties are just good.
they're just sugar.
Those are good. Those are
Candy
real good.
corn is sugar and wax.
Yeah.
I don't see, I obviously no one would name candy corn their favorite candy. That would be a psychopath.
But did
right?
we or did we not always have a bowl, a container, something of candy corn in the fall?
We did. And it's something you just munch on.
And this fall, I don't have any.
This fall is weird.
It's weird.
All the seasons are weird this year.
But Saturday is National Caramel Apple Day. That's
less controversial. That is less controversial.
And it's Halloween.
Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Get scared. That was my intro to Halloween.
And then Sunday they made. Oh, you were going to talk about Halloween. I'm backing up.
I know. I was going to say it's also the last day of October. This is the last podcast of October.
It is. And then we have Sunday, which is National Authors Day. But more importantly,
I'm an author.
Yes, authors are important. But
acknowledge me. I am an author.
More importantly,
I wrote a book.
It's National Brush Day, as in toothbrush. They put that right after Halloween.
That's smart.
Coinky dink? I think not.
That's pretty smart. That's not a coincidence. It was planned. So you were right the first time.
Yeah.
It's not a coincidence. It was strategically planned. It should also be like go to the dentist day. I need to go to the dentist. I just feel I like going to a place where people just open their mouths and breathe on other humans just doesn't seem like the right move right now.
But now if you need it, you should get it before winter hits.
Why?
Because then the flu's coming. And then if you get hit with the flu and COVID.
What causes the flu?
A germ.
Why does the germ say, it's winter, time to get up and get going? What's the science behind this? How does this germ only exist in the winter?
Oh, I don't know. That's too much for my brain right now.
I never understood. Be like, it's flu season. I'm like, why? Why can't the flu season be a different time?
People are more indoors and it's easier spread. Sure, that's what I'm going with.
I don't believe you. Anyway, I was thinking about it. Like, right now it's easy to do things outdoors, like restaurants be outdoors. Like people do like car delivery stuff because it's not, well, here in California anyway, it's not snowing or raining or cold. But when it's like,
hey, I told you it was 55.
Okay, calm down. You're going to get attacked by Minnesotians that are like, that's summer. Anyway, when snowstorms start happening, you can't go into restaurants. Well, not storms, but like when it's like, a heavy snow. Blizzard. Well, don't people stay inside for blizzards? I don't know how the weather works. I have one weather.
You stay inside for a blizzard.
Okay, but like I'm talking about when it like snows and you can't do stuff on like the patio of a restaurant, or like when it rains, you can't do stuff on the patio of a restaurant, but the restaurants can't do indoor stuff. So like we got to get COVID under wraps the next month, y'all, because I don't know how y'all are going to survive when it's raining and snowing and you can't do stuff on the patios of restaurants and you have to go indoors.
But they have basements.
So how in the world does that help with COVID?
They can have the food delivered and eat and enjoy life in the basement.
What are you talking about? What are you, Mom? What are you saying?
I haven't connected my brain things yet.
Put your head in a bowl of rice right now. See if that fixes whatever's going on right now. I'm talking about how because of COVID, restaurants have to, like, everyone's eating outside.
Right.
Like, they've set out outside patios for eating because you can't eat indoors because of COVID. So when winter's a brewing and you can't do patio stuff anymore, they also can't go indoors. And your solution was basements.
Their own basements. I was going somewhere else. How do they stay inside? How in my
basements?
Oh, you know what? They redo their basements and they have game rooms down there. And... Okay. I missed it all. It's okay.
I think I said Minnesota and you immediately just got jealous of the fact that they have basements.
They have really cool basements.
And your mind only stuck on that. You just went, I want a basement, darn it.
Oh.
Okay. Is that all the holidays, Mom?
That's it.
Great. So we're going to check to see if we have a sponsor for today before we move on to the news. Sponsor. Best Fiends. Best Fiends is our sponsor for today. I am 100% sure you have heard of Best Fiends before if you've ever listened to this podcast. Also, considering that there are over 100 million global downloads, I mean, how could you have not heard about it already? But if you haven't, I'll let you know what it is. Best Fiends is a mobile puzzle game that challenges your brain with fun puzzles, but it's also a casual game, so it doesn't have to stress you out. There's no stress here. All you do is follow a map through levels, collecting and growing new cute little bug characters that help you beat levels and defeat the nasty slugs along the way. You don't even need Wi-Fi to play. You just need it to download, so you can play anytime, anywhere. And my best fiend tip of this week is to double check which characters the game automatically assigns to each levels, because you can switch those, because sometimes the better character isn't what they automatically gave you. It just depends on like how well you like a character, because there's certain ones I work better with. Anyway, check your characters before you start each level. So if you want to engage your brain with fun puzzles and collect tons of cute characters, trust me, with over 100 million downloads, this 5-star rated mobile puzzle game is a must-play. Download Best Fiends free on the Apple App Store or Google Play. That is friends without the R. Best Fiends. All right, news time for the day. I did a clear throat cough. Wow, words. You messed me up, Mom. All right. So there is a guy, an engineer, obviously, because this has to be a smart person who did that, who made an app to figure out which McDonald's ice cream machines were currently down. So apparently it's this ongoing joke that the machines, the McFlurry and the ice cream machines at McDonald's are always broken. And this is an ongoing joke. I don't know if you've ever heard it. I never got ice cream from McDonald's. That has never been something of my past. I ate McDonald's constantly as a child. But I think it was just like that extra 99 cents was not it. We were just not going to spend that extra 99 cents on ice cream.
But it sometimes gives you kid those itty bitty.
Yeah.
Itty bitty tiny little cones. Those were cute. Those were free.
Yeah, so we would get those sometimes. But it's an ongoing joke on the internet that the ice cream machines at McDonald's are always down. And then I found out eventually that an employee at McDonald's were like, they're not down. They're just like the most ridiculous, hardest things in the world to clean. So you just have to get someone on the staff who's actually willing to clean it because it's just like really hard to clean. Anyway, so an engineer decided to make an app that tells you if the machine near your house is down or not. So what he did, this is genius, is he made an app that basically makes an order at every McDonald's in America at once, and he puts like in the cart, he puts an ice cream. And if the cart fails, it means the ice cream machine is down because it couldn't fulfill the order. But if it goes through, if it can be added to the cart successfully, it means the ice cream machine is working. So this dude just straight up, and he calls it's called McBroken.
That's cute.
I was like, okay, this will work, but sometimes I feel it might not always work because the McDonald's employees might not tell the system as the machine is down or not. But it's just, I thought it was just this engineer was like, you know what? I'm going to help America. We're going through it. I'm going to do everything I can to help. So he created an app. And so that's what it is. It just, you can look on the app and see if which machines around you work and which don't. God bless you, Mom.
What they've done? McDonald's.
McDonald's what?
They no longer make oatmeal cookies.
Did anyone ever eat them?
Dad
did? Well, I'm sorry, Father, for your loss. But yeah, I mean.
I have to get my tissues.
Okay, we'll pause. All right. My mom just had to go blow her nose, and she walked away from the camera, and I heard her getting mad at the dog that the dog wouldn't hand her tissues. So you guys missed out on a lot. I should have kept it running.
Brought it over to me.
I'm really sad that I didn't keep the thing rolling. All right. Other internet news. AOC decided to do a Twitch stream with some other huge Twitch streamers to play Among Us and encourage voting. And she got over 430,000 people viewing her stream. Wow. So apparently my Twitter really liked it. She is a young, hip politician that knows what the kids want, and they want Among Us. Other things that happened, Ariana came out with a new song called Positions. Miley announced a new album. Iggy Azalea posted a photo of her son for the first time. We didn't even know she was pregnant. And then she had the baby. We didn't know. And then she was like, oh, I have a son, by the way. And then she's like, I'm not going to show any photos. And then magically she decided to show us a photo. So that was cute. And then this is a cute little thing I saw. Someone tweeted out a website that you can look up what words were put into the dictionary the year you were born.
I saw that.
So I looked up my year, 1991, y'all. She's getting old. The words that were put into the dictionary the year I was born: 3D printer, bestie, brain freeze, carjacking, gender non-conforming. Yes, love that for my year. Gift cards, because I'm assuming it was gift certificates before it was gift cards.
Yes. Granny
panties.
Oh, those have been around a lot longer than 91.
They've been around, but they were officially a word in 1991. SIM card, like for your phones, all right? And then mixtape, which confused the Katukas out of me because mixtapes were more 80s.
Dad made mixtapes in the 70s.
And my thing is, it takes a long time for a word to officially be adapted into the dictionary. Am I wrong?
No.
So but then I'm like,
we voted in daylight savings and that hasn't happened yet. Okay. I'm angry about that.
The word or the time change? The time change hasn't happened? Yeah. When is that supposed to happen?
Next weekend, I think.
No. When are we?
Oh, we voted on it years ago. It hasn't gone to the Senate or somewhere yet.
Like, I feel like if all of the years, this is a year to do it.
Yes.
We all don't know what day it is, what time it is already. Just do it now.
So now you're going to mess us up even more by falling back an hour? It gets dark at 4 in the afternoon.
The only reason I know what day it is ever is because I post main channel videos every Tuesday and Thursday. And I can figure out what day of the week it is by when I posted my last video. So I'm just saying, this is the time to do daylight savings time. Anyway, those were the words that went into the dictionary the year
I looked up mine too, and I wrote them down, some of them.
Those were just some. There were like half of them.
And then I looked up some of yours and wrote them down. And then for the podcast, that's funny. We thought of the same thing.
Yeah, it's cute.
And then a few days later, I went, and I threw it away.
Oh, I didn't mention this. Cybersex.
Oh.
Cybersex got put into the dictionary the year I was born, which is confusing because, like, the internet obviously existed the year I was born, but it was like dial-up.
No, what?
It was like
probably
no one owned a computer the year I was born. You know, it was like they were the size of rooms, and they like that like dial-up hadn't even been invented yet. So I don't know how cybersex became a word in '91 because again, the words used to have to be around for a little while before they're an actual word.
They fast-tracked that one because maybe it's all political.
They were like, this is gonna need to be a word. This is gonna be it because we're about to introduce the internet, and this is obviously they're human beings. They're gonna figure out a way to have sex with each other through the internet. We gotta put cybersex in there. All right. Happy news: Instacart will now accept food stamps, which is great.
Good.
Yeah, that's awesome. Love that.
Now, if they could just get my Ralph's points in there.
Yes, that is something I'm like. And when I order from Whole Foods, luckily, like that goes through and everything. But I was like, I feel like what is it? I order from Sprouts and Ralph's, and both times I'm like, I wish there was a way to be like, here's my loyalty number.
Yeah, because we can't get gas points.
Yes, that's all we use those points for is gas.
And discounts. It's like, come on.
TikTok says that they will now tell you why your video has been removed. So a lot of times someone does something that violates the TikTok rules, the video gets removed, and you're like, why did my video get removed? And now they're going to tell you. But of course, it's still super vague and doesn't answer any questions because you know when your video gets removed if it's done something wrong. But then sometimes they happen and you go, what happened? And then it'll be like sexual explicit content. And you're like, I was wearing a onesie dancing around to Baby Shark. How is that sexual exclusivity, blah, 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 blah. So they say they're helping us by telling us why.
Did that happen to you, Rachel?
No.
Were you dancing around in a
No, none of my videos have ever been removed.
Okay.
And I've never dressed in a onesie, danced around a Baby Shark. I was just trying to think of the most innocent things in the entire world that I could put together.
I had a picture taken down on Instagram once.
Why?
It was you. You were about 3 years old.
Are my nipples showing?
No, you were in the front yard. You were standing on a picnic table. I think you were yelling across the street.
I know what you're talking about. My hands are my pants.
Shirt on, but you didn't have a shirt on, and your hands you're probably cold, and you're standing out there with your
with my hands down my black sweatpants.
It was from the back, so it didn't look like anything. It was just cute to see a little girl standing on a table
because
talking to
you're innocent.
Somebody across the street.
You're innocent.
Yeah,
and you aren't a pedophile.
They said I was inappropriate.
Well, because you're not a pedophile, so you saw that and you just saw your daughter, like when she was 3 years old, and super cute.
That was a typical you.
Yeah,
typical you.
I hated wearing a shirt
or shorts, no shirt. You were just adorable.
I walked around like a jock douchebag, but
you were the sweetest kid.
But people looked at that who aren't as kind-minded as you and innocent-minded as you, and were like, "This is gross," and they flagged it. Instagram didn't. It was people who just were like, "This is inappropriate." It's the same people that get mad at breastfeeding. It's the same people that are just like got mad at a picture of Joe Biden kissing his son on the cheek. Like, come on. Is your phone ringing?
My phone is right near here, and it's not. That's Dad's phone.
Father.
Oh no, it's not. It's our house phone.
Yeah, I was going to say that sounds like a landline.
It is a landline that we never answer or look at for emergencies. If all the cell towers go down.
Okay, sounds good. All right. TikToker Bryce Hall, who I don't watch, was recorded having a brawl, like fighting a serving staff at a restaurant. Now, there's two sides to the story. I will tell both sides. The serving staff says he kept vaping. He was sitting on the patio and he kept vaping. And they kept telling him, you can't vape on our patio. And then he started fighting them physically. And he says that they said, can you stop vaping? And he said, sure, guys. And he stopped vaping, but he already started the payment process, and they had his credit card. And he was like, can I get my credit card back? And they were like, no, you need to leave. And they wouldn't give him his credit card back. And so he started fighting them. Here's my thing. Violence is never the answer. So whoever threw the first punch is at fault. Fighting a serving staff is never the right move. The right move is you could either just leave and cancel the credit card, which is annoying and I wouldn't want to do. You could just stand your ground and not leave until they give you your card back, or you can call the non-emergency hotline or whatever it is and deal with it that way. Throwing your fist into another person's face is not the way to deal with it. Nope. But I would give him a little more leeway, being like, well, just like maybe they were getting in his face, because you don't see the start of the video. But apparently he was recorded in another fight earlier this month. So, and it has been
anger management might need to happen.
I've heard from different sources he's got anger management issues, and violence is his first answer to all things. So
that's rough.
It's just entitled. Just he thinks he can get away with it, and he will, because he's got 12-year-old fans who like to watch him shirtless on TikTok. So that's all. Hey,
we had a car dealership one day not give us our keys back.
What?
We were just married and getting a car.
Yeah.
Because my other car broke down, or my only car broke down. And we went to a dealership and they said, oh, let's test drive. So we did. And then we decided, no, this is not what we want. We need our keys back, because you gave them keys for like collateral.
Yeah.
Or they were going to check out our old car. I think that's what it was. And they wouldn't give us our keys back. It was a stalling tactic to try to change our mind. And instantly it's like,
no, that makes
imprisonment to me. It's like,
that does not work with us. You and me and Colleen were all the same. That's immediately like, no, you're being disrespectful. I do not want to hear another word out of your mouth. You give me my keys or I will call the police. No, we've never called the police. We've never called the police or asked for the manager, but we'll give them a piece of our mind.
Oh, I think Dad asked for the manager after a little bit.
Well, because that is,
I want to get out of here.
That's ridiculous.
That's ridiculous.
It's just salesmen. The car dealerships, they're never the right.
So then we went to a different car dealership and to a Honda car dealership. We paid full price for the car because that's how stupid we were at 21.
But they didn't hold your keys hostage.
They didn't hold my keys.
No.
That was worth it.
Yes. But we've never thrown hands. You don't throw hands.
No.
You don't throw hands. Always be nice to your serving staff, and don't don't be a poop
I don't
head.
know what I'd do if someone hurt my kids, though.
You'd throw hands. But none of us, but all of us are very non-confrontational in those situations. Right. We're like, kill them with kindness at first. If that doesn't work, be a little stern. But like, we've never had to like get in a situation where any of us have had to resort to violence, because we know how to act. Even when people steal our keys or do something like that, like, we know how to handle ourselves.
But being a mama bear,
I know, but you haven't had to be an insane mama bear, because you raised your children. Because you raised your children on how to deal with situations like that.
So I wouldn't have to have the mama bear come out.
We've never had to call 911 because of a serving staff. We never had to like ask for the manager in situations. We just know how to deal with situations because you raised us correctly. So you never had to throw hands on our behalf.
All right.
Speaking of throwing hands, Carol Baskin from Tiger King came out as bisexual. La 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 la. I don't.
What? She did?
Yeah. Good for her. What? Okay. And then San Francisco. What?
Okay.
No,
nothing.
Go for it.
I don't know why she'd have to tell people. Maybe she just wanted them to know.
Yeah. I don't think it was like to do anything. It was just like, oh, by the way.
By the way.
Doesn't really matter.
B-T-Y.
Doesn't matter either way. So San Francisco became a national leader in slowing the spread of COVID-19. They are the second most compacted city, like the most people in the smallest square, and they have like the lowest numbers.
How'd they do it?
By following science. They did exactly what you were supposed to do, and didn't the person running San Francisco, like the mayor, forgot what that person was called, didn't go like, because the governor's being pushed to open. So he's like, okay, we'll do soft openings here and there. And San Francisco said, no, we're going to stay closed. No, we're not going to do it. We're going to stay closed. And the mayor was just like, it's closed. Nothing's open. You can't do anything. And now it's their level of like catching. They're like, it is very unlikely you will catch COVID in San Francisco. But they're like, we are aware that people will come into San Francisco.
Yeah.
So they're still following extremely strict guidelines, but the people that are of San Francisco, like, they're good. And so they're like, we're ready to close down at any moment. We don't care what the governor says or the president says. We're ready to close down at any moment if the spread like gets higher. But they got it so low that it's like the rate of infection is like unlikely. And it's like, that is, they can probably trick or treat.
All do that. Yeah.
They can probably trick or treat. And y'all can't because you won't pay attention to the science. Blaze, what are you growling about? Hush. I'm talking about science.
Mommy was upset.
He was upset. I was upset. And the last thing I saw on the internet was there's a theory going around that there's a bunch of... Would you stop it? I am talking. Dogs, they won't hand us tissues and they bark while we're talking.
But it is Pitbull Awareness Day.
It is. Are you trying to let people know? There's probably someone at the door. Anyway, there's a theory going around that there's a bunch of Melanias, like the first lady.
Oh, yeah? Yeah.
Like, there's a bunch of fake Melanias that go with Trump to things. Because there's a picture of her on an airplane waving, and it looks nothing like her.
This has happened since the beginning.
Yes.
It's not just recent. I mean, it's come to light again, but there was a lot in the beginning.
A lot of people were like, there was one tweet that was like, the thing I'm going to miss most about this administration is them swapping out Melania's like you do with a 1-year-old's goldfish, like they won't notice.
Yeah.
And people are like taking it to an extreme, and I'm like, I'm sure that there are step-ins, but it's not like a conspiracy to me. It's like, she probably didn't want to go. And like, he was like, I need my wife to go for looks. And so they're like, all right, Melania number 4, step in today. Like, I don't think it's like some huge conspiracy. Like, I don't think it's like they're hiding her in a bunker, blah, blah, blah.
No.
I'm sure she's just like, you smell, I don't want to go. And there's other people that just step in so it looks like he's a family guy and that he has a good marriage or whatever the crap he wants it to look like. So I'm like, it's not a huge conspiracy. If I could go either way on it, I don't care. But it's funny. Like, people
funny.
showing side-to-side photos, and they're like, it's probably plastic surgery. I'm like, okay, I don't care. It's funny. It's not like, that's not a reason. Like, if they did that with Jill Biden, I'd be like, I don't care.
Whatever.
Like, doesn't matter to me either way. Like, girl, I understand. Any woman who's married to a politician doesn't want to do it.
Joe Biden would be secure enough in himself to just go, my wife's not going to be able to come today.
Oh, yeah. But also at the same time, I don't think he'd notice if they switched his wife out on him.
Probably not.
I don't even think Trump notices. I'm just saying, in any way, shape, or form, this does not affect anything of my thought process.
He swats his hand away, it is Melania.
Yes.
But if she holds his hands, it's not Melania.
Done deal.
That's how you know.
Done deal. There we go. We have investigations. All right, that's it for the news. Before we move on to a short game, we're going to check to see if we have another sponsor.
Oh, no.
Sponsor. All right, the game we're just going to play first word real quick.
Oh,
this is a
gosh,
word
in the morning. Okay.
I know. This is a word association game where you just say the first word that pops into your head after the other person says their word. Ready?
Okay. I forgot how this goes.
Oh my God.
Does it have to do with the thing?
No, I just say something and you say the first word that you think of. Okay? Not a noise. A word.
Okay.
Ready?
No, go.
Candy.
Corn.
Stock.
Ew. Wait, that's a noise.
Oh my God. Why are you so bad? You can't say corn again. What are you saying?
Corn is a stalk of corn.
I know, but I said candy. You said corn. I said stock. Now you have to say another word.
Let's see if I can do corn with all of them.
No, because that's just me having to associate different words with corn, and you just saying the word corn a bunch. That's not a game.
Okay, try it again.
Kitty.
Cat.
Dog.
Cinderella.
Princess.
Ariel.
Disney.
Oh, fun.
Joy.
Happiness.
Soul.
Oh, Jesus. Can I say that on
Christ.
Huh?
Christ.
Oh, God.
Holy.
Pure.
Ring.
Married.
Sex.
Inappropriate to talk about, Rachel.
Sorry, it's where I went. That was an extremely calm round.
I was trying to be good.
You did it. Congratulations. We went from Jesus to sex. We did it, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, he invented it, so.
Oh, God. Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. I was going to make another joke, and now I can't because we do have sponsors for the day. All right. I kind of want to say the joke anyway.
No, don't. Is it going to offend me?
Yeah.
Don't offend my Jesus.
Okay. Let's move on to the questions. That was a good calm round. We can move on to the questions. Loedia says, before being vegan, what was your favorite thing to get from any fast food chain? In-N-Out was my jam, and Taco Bell. The Mexican pizzas from Taco Bell with no tomatoes and plus sour cream.
I don't think they make those anymore.
They don't. They took them off the menu. This was before I was vegan. And then the number 2, animal style fries from In-N-Out. What's your favorite thing of any of the fast food chains, Mom? Oh. I broke her brain.
You did.
Sorry.
None of them are good for you.
I didn't say what's good for you. I said what's like your favorite thing? If you had, there was no rules in life. No, there's no consequences. What's your favorite thing to order from any fast food?
Probably an Arby's sandwich, just because I never get that.
Those are good. An Arby's roast
have 'em
beef
here?
sandwich with ketchup. That's always my jam, man. Oh,
Yeah.
forgot about Arby's.
And I think it's because it's that we don't have any around here.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because when it was here, we didn't eat there that often.
There was one there?
Yeah, on Cali Real.
Oh, where that
Next to-
one place that keeps getting swapped out, the restaurants keep getting swapped out? Okay.
Yeah.
Christina wants to know, with all the TikTok drama, what do you find the dumbest? I think everyone finds the balloon drama really funny right now. So there's balloon drama on TikTok. This girl has these huge hollow letters, and inside it she fills with balloons. So it's like for Henry's first birthday, she'll have the H and fill it with like blue and silver balloons. And she charges $300 to rent it. And so, of course, people on TikTok were like, girl, that is way too much money. What are you doing? And so she did a video super snooty. Everyone was like, I don't have a problem with her price. I have a problem with her attitude now. Because, like, if someone's willing to pay it, it's the right price. Like, that's just how I've always been. I'm like, that is stupid expensive. But they can charge that if someone purchases it. Like, then it works, whatever. But she was like, I dare anyone to be able to make this for less than $100 with in less than 30 minutes, blah, 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 blah. This is exactly how much it should cost because it costs so much money to make and it costs so much time to make. And so many crafters on TikTok went, all right, someone's
Easy.
$7, I think, was the lowest amount of money that someone made it for. And then they were like, I think it took them a half hour, 20 minutes or something to do it really fast. They're like, it's the time that's the killer, but the cost of the balloons, because she was like, I get really special balloons that cost like $75. And I'm like, and everyone was like, I went to Party City and got this for $1. So
yeah,
there were a bunch of people that proved her wrong or whatever. I'm like, listen, lady, you can rent that for whatever price you want, because if someone's willing to purchase it for that price, then it's set at the right price. Like, supply and demand, whatever. But yeah, the attitude is what got you in trouble with the internet. because she didn't need to say anything. She could have just said, yeah, it's really pricey, but like that's what my customer base is willing to pay for it. And I go slow and take my time. So like it's not a rush job for me. And you know, like that's, if I start losing customers, then maybe I'll lower my price. But she just was like, I dare any of you to try to do this cheaper than me. And everyone was like, okay, lady. Don't know where you're getting your balloons, Gucci, but we got this. So that's my favorite drama.
Oh my goodness.
Anya/BLM wants to know, what do you think of Ariana's new song, Positions? I like it. Mom, have you listened to it?
No.
It's
not yet.
It's like a slower pop song. So it's not like a ballad, whatever. It's naughty. But I liked it. It was nice.
Well, I figured with the word position.
But her music video is all about different positions in like the White House and like how she can be in the kitchen but also run the country. It's really cute. I really like the music video. Diana asked why I vacuumed my dog. So
to get the hairs off.
Yeah. So I was petting Snoop like crazy. Snoop sheds like no other. I was petting him.
He does.
Yes. And all his hair was just on the ground after I pet him. Like it just looked like there was another dog on the ground. So I got out the vacuum. I was vacuuming the floor. And Snoop's not scared of the vacuum. And so I just like took the hose off, kind of grabbed him so he'd stay in place and started vacuuming him. Then I let go of him and he just stayed there. And like I was scratching his back with the vacuum and like vacuuming his back at the same time because I was like, I'm just going straight to the source, yeah? Like I cleaned the floor and I would clean the dog. And he really liked it. And I turned it off and he kind of looked at me and just like sauntered away. So he was totally fine with it. Blaze, on the other hand, I would never be able to do that with. So know your dog.
Attachments. I've seen attachments for a dog thing.
Have you?
Yeah, or maybe they're just using the attachments they have.
Yeah, I feel like they're just using like the stair attachment or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, know your dog before you try this.
They probably have one with that little rubber grips on it that, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cheyenne wants an update on the cabinets. I have finished the green bottom and I have started on the white top. I finally got my white paint. So I have one section done on the white. I should be done by next podcast.
Nice.
If all goes well.
I need pictures.
I will send you one.
Thank you.
Janelle wants to know if Gwen is a dog or a cat person.
Both. Probably more dog than cat.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just because I don't like litter boxes.
Same. That's my issue with cats. I love cats. I just can't do a litter box. Don't know why.
Yeah, and I don't want to have my cat be an indoor-outdoor cat because it coyotes.
Yeah. It's a whole issue. And then last question. Rosa asks if I can put timestamps on the podcast like holidays, news, games. It was helpful in my Tuesday, Thursday videos. So I just discovered this on Philip DeFranco's channel that you can, when you scroll, like if you're about to fast forward on a video, a little thing will pop up to show you like the sections of the video. And so I started doing it with my testing products video, being like, this is when I test this product. This is when I test this product. This is when I test this product. So I was debating doing it with the podcast or not because it would take me extra time, but I think I will do it because that is the right thing to do because people seem to really enjoy it on the YouTube version, my main channel. That's what I meant to say, on my main channel. So I'll try and do it with the podcast because I love you guys and I want you to be happy in life. All right. That's all the news, games, questions, and holidays. Mom, do you have anything else to add?
No. Now I need to wake up.
I need to go poop. But before I poop, I want everyone to have a safe Halloween. Please be responsible and smart and safe. Have fun. Dress up. Be smart. Use your brains. Think about how we could be like San Francisco if we tried.
You know what you could do?
What?
I just thought of this. Have your kids dress up and they go in their rooms. No. You go in their rooms, and then they go down the hall and knock on the door and say, trick or treat, and you open the door. And say,
or they could go in their basements.
Basements.
God. All right. I love you, Mom. Take us out.
We'll see you next time in November on All Things Internet.
Thank you for listening to this week's episode of All Things Internet. Please make sure to like and follow our podcast on whichever platform you're currently listening to it on. And make sure to follow us at Podcast ATI on Twitter, where you can ask questions and get the latest updates on our show. We love you. Thanks for listening. I'm Rachel Ballinger, and this has been All Things Internet.